What if I told you that the reason you're not rich has nothing to do with your job, your skills, or even your background? The real reason is inside your head. And today, I'm going to show you how to change it forever. Right now, 90% of your financial habits are controlled by your subconscious mind, meaning the way you think about money is either attracting it or pushing it away. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly while others struggle their entire lives? That's not luck, that's the mindset. Most people are trapped in scarcity thinking, constantly worrying about bills, fearing failure, and doubting their ability to make more money. But here's the truth. Your brain is like a GPS. If you program it for wealth, it will lead you there. Today, I'm going to teach you how to rewire your brain for financial success, step by step. You'll learn why your current beliefs about money are holding you back, how to replace them with a wealth mindset, and the daily habits that train your brain to attract money effortlessly. And here's the best part. By the end of this video, I'll give you one simple exercise that will immediately start shifting your money mindset. So stay with me, because what you're about to learn could change your financial future forever. Let's dive in. Number 1, understanding the money mindset, how wealth is created in the brain. Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to attract money effortlessly while others struggle, no matter how hard they work? The secret isn't in their job, their background, or even their education. It's in how they think about money. Your money mindset is the invisible force that controls your financial future. It determines whether you attract wealth or constantly push it away without even realizing it. If you believe money is scarce, difficult to earn, or something only a few lucky people can have, then your brain will work to make that belief a reality. But if you shift your thinking to abundance, financial success will start coming to you more easily. Right now, your subconscious mind is running an automatic financial program that was installed in you long before you even had a choice. As children, we absorb beliefs about money from our parents, teachers, and society. If you grew up hearing things like money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, or you have to work hard for every penny, then those beliefs are shaping your financial habits today. These thoughts create mental roadblocks that make it harder for you to see financial opportunities, take smart risks, or build wealth. To take control of your financial destiny, you need to understand the difference between a wealth mindset and a scarcity mindset. People with a wealth mindset believe that money is abundant, that success is achievable, and that financial opportunities are everywhere. They see problems as challenges to be solved rather than obstacles that stop them. They invest in themselves knowing that knowledge and skills create more income. They also understand that money should work for them, not the other way around. On the other hand, people with a scarcity mindset believe that money is limited, that getting rich is extremely difficult, and that financial success is reserved for a select few. They fear taking risks, avoid investing, and often remain trapped in the same cycle of working harder without ever truly getting ahead. One of the most powerful tools in your brain that shapes your financial reality is something called the reticular activating system. This is your brain's filter. It determines what information is important and what gets ignored. Have you ever noticed that when you buy a new car, you suddenly start seeing that exact model everywhere? That's your reticular activating system in action. It wasn't that those cars suddenly appeared. It's just that your brain started paying attention to them. The same thing happens with money. If your raise is programmed to look for scarcity, you'll only notice financial struggles, bills, and obstacles. But if you train your mind to focus on abundance and opportunities, you'll start spotting ways to earn, invest, and grow wealth that were always around you but hidden from your awareness. To start shifting your mindset today, try this simple but powerful exercise. First, write down one negative belief you have about money, something you've always assumed to be true, like making money is hard. Now flip that belief into a powerful positive statement, such as money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Every morning for the next 30 days, say this new belief out loud with confidence. Over time, your brain will start accepting it as truth, and you'll begin noticing financial opportunities that align with your new mindset. Your brain is the most powerful financial tool you have. If you train it to recognize and attract wealth, your financial reality will transform. The shift starts with how you think, because when you change your mindset, you change your life. Number 2, the science of wealth. How your brain is wired for abundance or scarcity. Your financial reality is not just a result of hard work or intelligence. It is deeply influenced by how your brain has been programmed to think about money. From a young age, your mind absorbs beliefs about wealth, success, and financial struggle. These beliefs shape the way you see opportunities, take risks, and manage money. The key to breaking free from financial limitations isn't just about working harder. It's about reprogramming your brain to align with wealth and abundance. At the core of this transformation is neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself based on repeated thoughts and experiences. If you've been conditioned to think that making money is difficult, your brain strengthens neural pathways that reinforce that belief. Every time you see a financial challenge, your mind automatically looks for reasons why you can't succeed. But the moment you begin feeding your brain new, empowering beliefs, it starts forming new connections, making financial success feel natural instead of impossible. Your subconscious mind plays a significant role in this process. Unlike your conscious mind, which analyzes situations logically, your subconscious absorbs information without questioning it. This is why many people struggle with money despite their best efforts. They may consciously want to be rich, but their subconscious is still programmed with limiting beliefs. These beliefs operate like background software, influencing financial decisions in ways most people don't even realize. If your subconscious mind associates money with stress, greed, or struggle, it will sabotage your efforts to build wealth. To shift from scarcity to abundance, you must consciously install new financial programming. This starts with identifying hidden money blocks, those deep-rooted beliefs that keep you stuck. Ask yourself, what did I hear about money growing up? Do I feel guilty about wanting more wealth? Do I believe rich people are dishonest or selfish? Once you uncover these subconscious beliefs, it's time to replace them with empowering truths. One powerful technique is mental rehearsal, which involves repeatedly imagining yourself as financially successful. When you do this consistently, your brain starts treating wealth as an expected reality rather than a distant dream. Elite athletes use this technique to prepare for competitions, and the same principle applies to financial success. If you can vividly picture yourself making smart investments, closing high-value deals, or building a successful business, your brain will naturally push you toward actions that make these visions a reality. Another crucial aspect of rewiring your brain for wealth is controlling your emotional state around money. Many people associate money with stress, fear, or anxiety. These emotions create resistance, making it difficult to attract and manage wealth effectively. Instead, train yourself to feel gratitude and excitement about money. Even if you're not financially where you want to be yet, appreciate what you have and express confidence in your financial growth. When you attach positive emotions to money, your brain becomes more open to receiving and handling wealth. In addition to mental conditioning, your environment plays a powerful role in shaping your financial mindset. If you constantly hear negative conversations about money, complaints about the economy, fear of losing a job, or beliefs that wealth is only for the lucky, these ideas will strengthen scarcity-based thinking. Instead, surround yourself with people, books, and information that reinforce abundance. Listen to success stories, read about financial strategies, and engage with individuals who inspire growth rather than limitation. To accelerate this transformation, practice daily financial affirmations that align with your new money mindset. Instead of saying, "I'm always struggling with money," say, "I am a magnet for financial abundance." Instead of "making money is hard," say, "Opportunities to earn and grow wealth come to me effortlessly." These statements may feel unnatural at first, but repetition creates belief, and belief shapes reality. Reprogramming your brain for wealth is not an overnight process, but it is a proven strategy for long-term financial success. When you shift your internal programming, you will begin to see external results, new opportunities, increased income, and a greater sense of financial confidence. The key is to stay consistent, train your mind daily, and embrace the process of rewiring your brain for unlimited abundance. Number 3, breaking free from limiting money beliefs. Your financial success is not just determined by how much money you earn, but by the beliefs you hold about money itself. These beliefs are deeply embedded in your subconscious mind, influencing your financial decisions without you even realizing it. If you feel like no matter how hard you work, you can't seem to break through to financial success, the real issue might not be external circumstances. It could be the limiting money beliefs controlling your mindset. Most of these beliefs were programmed into you during childhood. If you grew up in a household where money was always a source of stress, where you heard phrases like, "We can't afford that," "Rich people are greedy," or "Money is the root of all evil," then your brain absorbs those ideas as absolute truths. Even as an adult, these subconscious beliefs still shape how you handle money, take financial risks, and perceive wealth-building opportunities. For example, if you believe that making money is hard, your brain will seek out experiences that reinforce that belief. You'll subconsciously resist opportunities that could bring financial growth, even if they're right in front of you. If you believe that rich people are dishonest, you may unknowingly sabotage your own path to wealth, because deep down you don't want to be perceived as a bad person. These mental barriers create an invisible ceiling that keeps you from reaching higher levels of financial success. The first step to breaking free from limiting money beliefs is awareness. You cannot change what you don't acknowledge. Take a moment to reflect on your thoughts about money. Do you feel guilty when you receive money? Do you immediately think of all the expenses you need to cover instead of seeing financial opportunities? Do you feel uncomfortable asking for a raise or charging more for your services? These are signs that you have unconscious money blocks holding you back. Once you identify these beliefs, you need to actively replace them with empowering financial truths. One effective technique for doing this is the flip the script method. This involves taking a limiting belief and consciously rewriting it into an abundant mindset. If you've been telling yourself that money is hard to make, it's time to shift that belief. Instead of reinforcing struggle, start saying, "Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways." Let this become your new truth. If you've always thought, "I'm not good with money," replace that with a more powerful statement. "I am learning to manage money wisely, and I get better every day." Growth is a process, and your financial skills improve with time and experience. And if deep down you've ever felt like you don't deserve to be rich, recognize that this is a false belief holding you back. Instead, affirm to yourself with confidence, "I am worthy of financial abundance and success." Write down your old limiting beliefs, flip them into positive statements, and repeat them daily. This may feel unnatural at first, but repetition is key to reprogramming your subconscious mind. Just as negative beliefs were reinforced over years, new empowering beliefs need time and consistency to take root. Another powerful way to shift your mindset is to change the way you talk about money. Words have power, and the way you speak about finances influences how your brain processes money-related situations. Instead of saying, "I can't afford this," try saying, "How can I afford this?" This small shift moves your brain from a place of limitation to a state of problem solving, training it to seek creative financial solutions instead of reinforcing lack. Your emotional connection to money also plays a crucial role in shaping your financial reality. If thinking about money immediately triggers stress, guilt, or anxiety, your brain will associate wealth with negative emotions. This can lead to avoidance behaviors, such as refusing to check your bank account, procrastinating on financial planning, or feeling overwhelmed by financial decisions. To break this cycle, start associating money with positive emotions. Instead of feeling stressed about paying bills, feel gratitude for the services and opportunities those bills represent. Instead of resenting wealthy people, admire and learn from them. Your emotional relationship with money will directly impact how easily you attract it. Another way to shift limiting beliefs is through exposure to financial abundance. If you constantly surround yourself with people who complain about money, struggle financially, or believe in scarcity, your mind will reinforce those patterns. But if you start surrounding yourself with people who think abundantly, your mindset will shift. Read books about financial success, listen to podcasts from self-made millionaires, and follow individuals who inspire you to grow your wealth. The more your brain is exposed to abundant thinking, the more natural it becomes to adopt that mindset. Lastly, take small but consistent actions that align with an abundant financial mindset. If you want to believe that money flows easily to you, start acting as if that belief is already true. This doesn't mean reckless spending. It means shifting from a mindset of fear to one of control and confidence. Start saving, even if it's a small amount. Invest in personal growth and financial education. Take calculated risks instead of letting fear hold you back. Each small action reinforces the belief that you are in control of your financial future. Breaking free from limiting money beliefs is not an overnight process, but it is one of the most powerful things you can do to transform your financial future. Your brain has been conditioned to think a certain way about money for years, but with awareness, repetition, and intentional mindset shifts, you can reprogram your mind for wealth and success. The moment you stop seeing money as a source of struggle and start seeing it as a tool for freedom, your financial reality will begin to change. Number 4, the power of money, affirmations, and visualization. Your mind is like a powerful computer, constantly running programs based on the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions you feed it. The words you tell yourself every day shape your financial reality, whether you realize it or not. If you keep repeating statements like "I'm always broke" or "money is hard to come by," your brain will accept those ideas as truth and work to make them a reality. But what if you could flip the script? What if you could train your mind to expect wealth, recognize financial opportunities, and create abundance effortlessly? That is exactly what affirmations and visualization can help you achieve. Affirmations are powerful, positive statements that rewire your subconscious mind by replacing limiting beliefs with empowering thoughts. The key to effective affirmations is consistency and emotional intensity. It's not enough to simply repeat a phrase. You need to believe in it and feel it as if it's already true. Science has shown that when you speak positive statements with conviction, your brain starts to rewire itself to align with those new beliefs. Over time, these new thought patterns shape your decisions, actions, and financial outcomes. One of the most effective ways to use affirmations is to speak them out loud every morning and before bed. These are the moments when your subconscious mind is most receptive. Start by choosing affirmations that feel powerful to you. Instead of saying, "I hope I make more money someday," say, "Money flows effortlessly into my life." Instead of thinking, "I'll never be wealthy," say, "I am a magnet for financial abundance." The more you repeat these affirmations, the more your brain begins to believe them as fact. Another powerful method to reprogram your financial mindset is visualization. Your brain does not distinguish between real and imagined experiences. This is why athletes visualize winning before a game. It mentally prepares them for success. The same principle applies to wealth. If you repeatedly see yourself as financially successful, your mind will begin working to turn that vision into reality. To practice effective visualization, find a quiet space, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Imagine yourself living your ideal financial life. See yourself checking your bank account and seeing large amounts of money. Picture yourself receiving checks, making successful investments, or running a thriving business. Feel the emotions of financial security, freedom, and gratitude as if you already have it. The key is to immerse yourself in the experience. The more vivid the visualization, the stronger the impact on your subconscious mind. To amplify the effects of visualization, engage multiple senses. When you visualize wealth, don't just see it, hear it, feel it, and experience it as real. Imagine the sound of a cash register ringing, the feeling of holding stacks of money, or the scent of a new car or luxury home. The stronger the sensory experience, the more your brain will believe it to be real. One common mistake people make with affirmations and visualization is using them passively, expecting results without action. Affirmations and visualization are not about wishful thinking. They are tools to align your mind with financial success. When you train your brain to expect wealth, you naturally become more proactive, confident, and focused on opportunities. You take smarter financial risks, make better decisions, and attract success in ways you never expected. If you want to make affirmations and visualization part of your daily routine, here's a simple process to follow. Every morning, stand in front of a mirror and repeat your money affirmations with confidence and emotion. Speak as if they are already true. Then take 2 to 5 minutes to close your eyes and visualize yourself achieving financial success. Throughout the day, whenever negative money thoughts arise, immediately replace them with your affirmations. Journaling can also enhance this process. At the end of each day, write down any financial wins, no matter how small. Whether you found money on the ground, got an unexpected discount, or made extra income. Acknowledging these moments reinforces the belief that money flows easily to you. Your financial future is shaped by your thoughts today. If you continue feeding your mind doubt, fear, and scarcity, you will stay stuck in financial struggle. But if you consistently affirm wealth, visualize success, and align your actions with an abundance mindset, you will naturally attract and create more financial opportunities. Start today. Speak abundance into your life. See yourself as financially successful. Feel the wealth before it arrives, and soon your reality will begin to reflect your new mindset. Number 5. How to train your brain to spot money opportunities everywhere. Wealthy people don't work harder than everyone else. They work smarter. They've trained their brains to recognize financial opportunities where others see nothing. The ability to spot these opportunities isn't a matter of luck or intelligence. It's a skill that can be developed. Your brain is already filtering millions of pieces of information every second, deciding what is relevant to you. If your mind is trained to focus on financial struggles, you will constantly see roadblocks. But if you train it to seek out opportunities, you will begin to notice ways to increase your wealth that were always there, but previously ignored. Most people are unaware of how their mental filters shape their financial reality. If you have spent years believing that money is hard to make, your brain will reinforce that belief by filtering out opportunities that could lead to financial growth. You might walk past a job posting, ignore a conversation about investments, or overlook a simple idea that could generate passive income, all because your mind is not programmed to look for them. The key to changing this is intentional retraining of your focus. One of the most effective ways to train your brain to see money opportunities is by asking the right questions every day. Instead of saying, "I don't have enough money," start asking, "How can I create more income?" Instead of focusing on what you lack, shift your thinking to, "What skills do I have that I could monetize?" When you ask better questions, your brain starts working to find the answers. Another way to sharpen your financial awareness is by exposing yourself to different sources of wealth-building knowledge. Many people remain financially stuck because they only surround themselves with people who think the same way they do. If your conversations revolve around complaining about bills, debt, and financial hardship, you are reinforcing a scarcity mindset. Instead, start engaging with books, podcasts, and successful individuals who talk about investment strategies, passive income, and smart financial decisions. The more your brain is exposed to conversations about wealth building, the more it will start filtering for similar opportunities in your daily life. A powerful mental exercise to develop this skill is the Opportunity Spotting Challenge. Every day, challenge yourself to identify at least 3 ways to create, save, or multiply money. This could be noticing an underutilized skill you could turn into a freelance gig, recognizing an inefficiency in your workplace that could be improved for profit, or spotting a trend in the market before it becomes mainstream. The goal is not necessarily to act on every idea, but to train your brain to recognize opportunities instead of limitations. Building a wealth-oriented mind also requires shifting from passive observation to active engagement. Many people notice opportunities, but hesitate to act out of fear, self-doubt, or procrastination. The difference between those who build wealth and those who stay stuck is that successful people take action. When you come across an investment opportunity, a new business model, or a promising side hustle, challenge yourself to research further, ask questions, and take small steps toward action instead of dismissing it as unrealistic. Another key principle in spotting financial opportunities is understanding patterns and trends. The world is constantly evolving, and those who can recognize shifts in industries, consumer behavior, and technology can position themselves ahead of the curve. Look at emerging markets, study how successful businesses operate, and pay attention to areas where demand is increasing. Whether it's e-commerce, digital content creation, or AI-driven solutions, being aware of these trends allows you to align yourself with profitable opportunities before they become widely known. Visualization can also play a role in training your brain for financial opportunities. Each day, take a moment to imagine yourself as someone who easily recognizes money-making ideas. See yourself in situations where opportunities naturally come to you, whether it's through networking, market insights, or personal talents. The more you visualize this, the more your brain will start aligning your awareness with the reality you are creating. Finally, keep a journal of financial ideas and insights. Many people come across great ideas, but forget them because they don't write them down. By keeping a record, you can track patterns in your thinking, revisit profitable concepts, and eventually take action on the ones that align with your strengths and interests. Opportunities to create wealth are everywhere, but only those who have trained their minds to see them will take advantage of them. The more you focus on spotting financial possibilities, the more they will appear in your life. By asking the right questions, expanding your financial knowledge, exposing yourself to success-oriented conversations, and taking action, you will develop the mindset of someone who naturally attracts wealth. Start today, because the next great opportunity could already be right in front of you. Number 6. The law of attraction and wealth, separating myth from reality. The law of attraction has become a widely discussed concept in personal development and wealth building. But most people misunderstand how it actually works. Many believe that simply thinking about money or success will somehow cause wealth to appear, as if by magic. However, the true power of the law of attraction lies in the combination of thoughts, emotions, and aligned action. If you rely solely on visualization without taking action, nothing will change. But when you train your mind to focus on abundance, Align your emotions with financial success and take intentional steps toward your goals. You create real, measurable results. At its core, the law of attraction is based on the principle that what you focus on expands. If your mind is constantly dwelling on lack, financial struggle, and fear of failure, you will continue to attract experiences that reinforce those emotions. But if you shift your focus to wealth, opportunity, and financial confidence, your brain starts filtering the world through that lens, making it easier to recognize and act on opportunities that lead to abundance. The mistake many people make is assuming that thinking positively about money is enough. It's not. You must condition both your mindset and your actions to bring your financial goals to life. One of the most important factors in making the law of attraction work for wealth is aligning your emotions with success. Many people try to visualize financial success while still carrying deep-seated doubts, fears, or feelings of unworthiness. This creates an internal contradiction. You might be saying, "I am financially abundant," but if deep down you feel unworthy of wealth or doubt your ability to succeed, your subconscious mind will block you from taking action. The key is to practice feeling as if you already have the financial success you desire. A powerful way to do this is through emotional priming. Every day, take a few moments to immerse yourself in the experience of financial success. Close your eyes and imagine checking your bank account and seeing a high balance. Picture yourself making smart investments, closing big deals, or living a lifestyle of financial freedom. But don't just see it, feel it. Feel the excitement, the gratitude, and the confidence that comes with financial abundance. When you practice this daily, your mind begins to believe that this is your new reality, making it easier for you to take bold, confident actions that bring financial success closer. Another critical component of the law of attraction is replacing scarcity-driven habits with abundance-driven actions. Many people unknowingly engage in behaviors that repel money. They avoid financial planning, hesitate to invest, or procrastinate on taking opportunities because of fear. If you want to attract wealth, you must also act in ways that reinforce a wealth mindset. This means educating yourself about money, making strategic financial decisions, and being proactive in seeking opportunities. The more you take action toward financial success, the more you will attract experiences that align with your goals. One effective method to apply the law of attraction is creating a wealth attraction journal. Every day, write down 3 things. First, write down one financial goal you are working toward. Then write down one positive financial experience from the day, no matter how small. Lastly, write down one action you will take to move closer to financial success. This exercise does 2 things. It keeps your mind focused on wealth and opportunities, and it forces you to take small but consistent steps toward your goals. Over time, these small steps compound into significant financial growth. The law of attraction also works through your environment and the people you surround yourself with. If you spend time around people who constantly complain about money, focus on financial struggle, or believe that wealth is unattainable, those beliefs will influence you. However, if you surround yourself with financially successful, growth-oriented individuals, their mindset and habits will naturally shape your own. Seek out mentors, read books by self-made millionaires, and engage with content that reinforces an abundance mindset. Another key factor is gratitude. Most people associate gratitude with being thankful for what they already have. But gratitude is also a powerful tool for attracting more. When you express gratitude for financial opportunities, no matter how small, you send a signal to your brain that you are in a state of abundance. This shifts your focus from lack to opportunity. Each day, take a moment to acknowledge any financial progress, whether it's a new client, an unexpected discount, or simply having money to invest in your growth. The more you appreciate wealth, the more you will attract it. One final mistake to avoid is passive attraction thinking, the belief that wealth will simply find you without effort. The law of attraction is not about sitting back and waiting. It's about setting your mind in the right direction and then taking consistent, aligned action. You must be willing to step outside your comfort zone, make smart financial decisions, and embrace opportunities that challenge you to grow. The law of attraction is a tool, not a magic trick. When used correctly, it helps you train your mind to recognize wealth, align your emotions with financial success, and take action that brings results. Start today by shifting your focus to financial opportunities, replacing scarcity-driven habits with wealth-building actions, and surrounding yourself with the mindset and energy of success. When you combine thought, emotion, and action, you unlock the full power of the law of attraction to transform your financial future. Number 7, eliminating fear, doubt, and guilt around money. One of the biggest obstacles that hold people back from achieving financial success is their emotional relationship with money. Fear, doubt, and guilt are the silent forces that shape financial decisions, often without people realizing it. These emotions create subconscious resistance to wealth, causing people to avoid opportunities, undersell their skills, or sabotage their financial progress. If you've ever hesitated to ask for a raise, felt uncomfortable charging for your services, or worried about how people would perceive you if you became wealthy, these emotions are at play. The good news is that fear, doubt, and guilt around money are learned behaviors, and anything learned can be unlearned. Fear of money often comes from the unknown. Many people fear looking at their bank statements, investing in something new, or making financial decisions because they don't want to face the possibility of failure. But avoiding money out of fear does not protect you. It keeps you stuck. The only way to overcome this fear is through financial education and direct action. The more you understand money, how it works, how to manage it, and how to grow it, the less intimidating it becomes. Instead of seeing money as a force to be feared, start seeing it as a tool that you can learn to master. One way to break the fear cycle is through small financial wins. If you're afraid of investing, start with a small amount. If you're scared of tracking your expenses, commit to reviewing your finances for just 5 minutes a day. The goal is to create positive financial experiences that override the fear-based programming in your brain. Over time, these small actions build confidence and remove the fear associated with money. Doubt is another major roadblock to financial success. Many people believe they don't have the right skills, background, or intelligence to make more money. They assume wealth is only for those who are lucky, born into rich families, or have special talents. This is simply not true. If you look at the stories of most self-made millionaires, you will see that many of them started with nothing. The key difference between those who succeed and those who don't is belief in their own potential. Doubt often stems from comparison. When you see others succeeding, it's easy to question whether you have what it takes. But the reality is that everyone starts somewhere. Instead of doubting yourself, ask, what skills can I develop? What can I learn from successful people? How can I take action today, even in a small way? Every great financial success story begins with someone choosing to believe in themselves despite their doubts. To eliminate self-doubt, start affirming your financial potential daily. Replace thoughts like, "I'll never be rich," with, "I am learning how to create wealth every day." Shift from, "I'm bad with money," to, "I am improving my financial skills." Your brain believes what you repeatedly tell it. The more you affirm your ability to build wealth, the more your mind will align with actions that support that belief. Guilt around money is one of the most overlooked barriers to financial success. Many people subconsciously believe that wanting wealth makes them greedy or selfish. This belief is often rooted in cultural or religious teachings that glorify struggle and modesty while demonizing financial abundance. As a result, people feel uncomfortable charging for their services, setting higher financial goals, or even enjoying their wealth when they achieve it. To overcome money guilt, it's important to recognize that wealth is not inherently good or bad. It's simply a tool. Money itself does not change a person's character. It only amplifies who they already are. A generous person with money can help more people, donate to causes, and create a positive impact on the world. A selfish person with money may hoard it, but that has nothing to do with money itself. It's a reflection of the individual. Instead of feeling guilty for wanting financial success, reframe wealth as a form of empowerment. More money means more freedom, more opportunities, and more ability to contribute to the world. If you struggle with guilt, ask yourself, what good could I do with more money? Would you be able to help your family, start a business that provides jobs, donate to charities, support your own personal growth? When you see wealth as a means to create a better life for yourself and others, the guilt begins to fade. One effective exercise for eliminating money guilt is writing a letter to money. In this letter, express any negative emotions you have toward money, fear, guilt, frustration, then consciously replace them with gratitude and appreciation. For example, if you feel guilty about charging higher prices for your work, remind yourself that money allows you to provide better services, invest in your growth, and create a stable future. By shifting your perspective, you remove the emotional resistance to receiving wealth. Fear, doubt, and guilt are not just emotions. They are barriers that prevent financial growth. But once you recognize and release these emotions, you create space for new financial opportunities. The path to wealth isn't just about strategies and numbers. It's about mastering the mindset that allows you to confidently attract, manage, and grow money without hesitation. Starting today, make a commitment to remove these mental barriers. Face your financial fears head-on. Replace self-doubt with belief in your ability to learn. Let go of guilt and embrace wealth as a positive force. When you do this, you'll find that opportunities to create financial success come more easily and naturally than ever before. Number 8. The secret of high-income thinkers. The difference between people who earn an average income and those who consistently make high levels of money is not just about talent, education, or luck. It is about how they think, what they focus on, and how they make decisions. Wealthy individuals have trained their minds to see money differently, make smart financial choices, and take advantage of opportunities in ways that most people overlook. The good news is that anyone can learn to think like a high-income earner by adopting the right mental habits and strategies. One of the biggest mindset shifts that separates high-income thinkers from the average person is their belief in value creation over time for money exchange. Most people are conditioned to think in terms of trading their time for money. They believe that the only way to make more money is to work more hours or get a raise. High-income individuals, however, understand that the key to financial success is creating and providing value. Instead of asking, "How much can I earn per hour?" they ask, "How can I build something that generates money even when I'm not working?" This is why entrepreneurs, investors, and creators tend to build massive wealth. They focus on creating systems, products, and assets that generate income independently of their time. Another critical trait of high-income thinkers is their willingness to take calculated risks. Many people avoid risk out of fear of failure, but those who build wealth see risk as a necessary part of success. They understand that all financial growth involves a level of uncertainty, but they do not let fear hold them back. Instead, they educate themselves, analyze opportunities carefully, and make informed decisions. This does not mean reckless gambling or taking blind chances. It means studying the market, learning from successful individuals, and making strategic moves that have a high potential for return. High-income earners also think long-term instead of focusing on short-term gratification. Many people prioritize immediate comfort over future financial security. They spend impulsively, avoid investments that require patience, and hesitate to make sacrifices today that could lead to massive rewards later. Wealthy individuals, on the other hand, understand the power of delayed gratification. They are willing to invest time and resources into projects, businesses, and investments that may not pay off immediately, but will generate wealth in the future. This is why they prioritize building assets over spending on liabilities. They focus on acquiring real estate, stocks, businesses, intellectual property, and passive income streams instead of spending all their money on cars, designer clothes, and unnecessary luxuries. Another key difference in mindset is how high-income earners view problems and challenges. Where most people see obstacles, wealthy individuals see opportunities to create solutions that provide value. Every major business or financial success story started with someone recognizing a problem and finding a way to solve it. Instead of complaining about difficulties, they ask, "How can I turn this challenge into an opportunity?" This mindset allows them to stay adaptable, innovative, and ahead of the competition. One habit that high-income earners consistently practice is continuous self-education and skill building. They understand that the more they learn, the more they can earn. Instead of staying stuck in one way of thinking, they actively seek out new knowledge, mentors, and experiences. They read books, attend seminars, listen to financial experts, and learn from those who have already achieved success. This habit of lifelong learning allows them to recognize financial trends, develop high-income skills, and position themselves for greater opportunities. High-income thinkers also have a strong focus on execution. Many people spend too much time planning, researching, or waiting for the perfect moment to take action. Wealthy individuals, however, understand that action creates momentum. They are not afraid to make mistakes because they know that every failure provides valuable lessons that lead to success. They develop the ability to make decisions quickly, adjust when necessary, and keep moving forward. Another major difference between high-income earners and the average person is their relationship with money itself. Many people have emotional baggage around money. They see it as something to be feared, hoarded, or spent recklessly. Wealthy individuals, on the other hand, see money as a tool for creating freedom, security, and opportunities. They do not waste time stressing about every financial decision. Instead, they develop smart money management systems that allow them to grow their wealth efficiently. One simple but powerful habit that high-income earners use is tracking their finances. They are aware of where their money is going, what their assets are worth, and how their investments are performing. Instead of avoiding financial details out of fear or confusion, they take control by regularly reviewing their income, expenses, and net worth. This gives them clarity and allows them to make informed financial decisions. Lastly, wealthy individuals surround themselves with other high-income thinkers. The people you spend the most time with shape your mindset, habits, and expectations. If you are constantly around people who complain about money, avoid financial responsibility, and make poor financial choices, their mindset will influence you. High-income earners are intentional about their relationships. They seek out mentors, business partners, and networks that inspire them to grow, challenge them to think bigger, and expose them to new financial opportunities. The secret to high-income thinking is not just about making more money. It's about developing the habits, mindset, and strategies that allow wealth to flow naturally. If you want to start thinking like a high-income earner, begin by shifting your focus from trading time for money to creating value, embracing calculated risks, prioritizing long-term financial growth, and continuously educating yourself. Start making decisions today that align with the financial future you want to create. The more you develop these habits, the more you will start attracting wealth and success in ways you never imagined. Number 9. Creating a wealth-attracting environment. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your mindset, habits, and financial success. Many people focus only on learning new strategies for making money, but they overlook the fact that their surroundings influence their ability to attract wealth. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity, financial struggle, or people who reinforce scarcity thinking, your mind will continue to operate in a way that limits your financial potential. But when you intentionally design an environment that supports wealth building, financial success becomes natural and effortless. One of the first steps in creating a wealth-attracting environment is removing financial negativity from your daily life. This includes everything from the people you associate with to the media you consume. If your social circle is full of people who complain about money, constantly talk about financial problems, or discourage ambitious goals, their beliefs will influence you, even if you don't realize it. The human brain absorbs patterns from the people around us. So if you are surrounded by individuals who think money is scarce and difficult to obtain, your subconscious mind will reinforce that belief. Start by evaluating your conversations about money. Do you often hear people around you say things like, "Money is the root of all problems, it's impossible to get ahead," or "rich people are lucky"? These phrases might seem harmless, but they shape the way your brain perceives financial success. Instead of engaging in these discussions, seek out people who have a positive and growth-oriented mindset about wealth. Surround yourself with individuals who talk about opportunities, investments, and financial strategies, rather than limitations and complaints. Another important part of shaping your financial environment is curating the information that enters your mind. The books you read, the podcasts you listen to, and the content you consume all have a powerful impact on your financial mindset. If you constantly watch news reports that focus on economic downturns, job losses, and financial crises, your brain will develop a fear-based relationship with money. But if you start consuming content that teaches financial literacy, wealth-building strategies, and success principles, your mind will become conditioned to recognize opportunities instead of obstacles. A practical way to shift your environment is to dedicate time each day to financial education. Read books by successful entrepreneurs, listen to interviews with self-made millionaires, and study the habits of wealthy individuals. The more you immerse yourself in success-oriented content, the more your brain will adopt the patterns of high-income thinkers. Your physical environment also plays a role in attracting wealth. If your workspace or home is cluttered, disorganized, or filled with distractions, it affects your ability to think clearly and take action toward financial goals. A cluttered space creates mental stress, while a clean and organized environment promotes focus, creativity, and discipline. Take time to organize your financial documents. Create a dedicated space for managing your money, and surround yourself with reminders of your financial goals. This could include vision boards, inspiring quotes, or a list of your financial aspirations posted in a visible location. One of the most effective ways to create an environment that supports wealth is spending time in places where financial success is the norm. If you only visit the same places, interact with the same people, and engage in the same routines, your financial mindset will stay the same. But if you expose yourself to environments where wealth and abundance are present, your mind will start adjusting to that new standard. Visit high-end neighborhoods, attend networking events with successful individuals, and engage in experiences that expand your perception of what is possible. Another powerful shift is raising your financial standards. Many people unconsciously settle for financial mediocrity because it feels comfortable. They accept low-paying jobs, avoid negotiating salaries, and hesitate to pursue bigger financial goals because they are surrounded by people who do the same. But when you start setting higher expectations for yourself, your environment will naturally begin to shift to meet those expectations. If you want to increase your income, surround yourself with people who are earning more than you. If you want to start a business, spend time around entrepreneurs. The more you immerse yourself in an environment where financial success is expected, the faster you will adopt that mindset. Your daily habits are also a reflection of your financial environment. If your routine includes wasting money on unnecessary expenses, avoiding financial planning, or procrastinating on wealth-building actions, your results will reflect those choices. But if you create habits that align with financial success, such as budgeting, tracking expenses, investing regularly, and setting clear financial goals, your brain will become conditioned to operate in a way that attracts and sustains wealth. One way to reinforce wealth-building habits is to use visual and psychological triggers. For example, if you want to save more money, set up an automatic transfer to your savings account so it happens without effort. If you want to stay motivated toward financial goals, place a reminder of your goal where you will see it every day. These small environmental changes make a big difference in reinforcing the actions that lead to financial success. Ultimately, creating a wealth-attracting environment is about intentionally shaping the influences that affect your thoughts, decisions, and habits. Your financial future is not just about how hard you work, it is about the environment you create around yourself. If you continue surrounding yourself with negativity, distractions, and limiting beliefs, financial success will feel like an uphill battle. But when you consciously design an environment that supports wealth, success becomes a natural outcome. Take control of your surroundings. Choose to engage with people who inspire growth, consume information that expands your knowledge, and create physical and mental spaces that align with financial abundance. When you do this, your mindset, habits, and financial reality will begin to transform, and attracting wealth will become effortless. Number 10. The ultimate brain reprogramming strategy for wealth. Reprogramming your brain for wealth is not just about thinking positively or using affirmations. It is about creating a deep, lasting shift in the way you perceive, interact with, and attract money. Your financial reality is a direct reflection of the beliefs, habits, and patterns that are wired into your brain. If you want to transform your financial future, you need a structured system that consistently reinforces abundance thinking and wealth-building actions. This process requires focus, repetition, and deliberate effort. But once your brain is rewired for success, attracting wealth becomes natural and effortless. The first step in reprogramming your brain for financial success is identifying and eliminating limiting beliefs. Many people unknowingly carry money blocks that prevent them from achieving their full financial potential. These beliefs come from childhood experiences, cultural conditioning, and past failures. If you grew up hearing that money is hard to earn, rich people are greedy, or financial success is only for the lucky, those ideas are stored in your subconscious and shape your decisions. The only way to break free from these limitations is to actively replace them with empowering beliefs. One powerful exercise to uncover limiting beliefs is writing them down and challenging them. Take a piece of paper and list every negative thought you have about money. Then, next to each belief, write a counterstatement that affirms abundance. For example, if you write, "I'm not good with money," replace it with, "I am learning to master my finances every day." If you write, "Making money is stressful," replace it with, "I attract wealth with ease and confidence." The goal is to consciously rewrite your financial script, and train your brain to accept new, empowering truths. The next step is visualization and mental rehearsal. Your brain does not differentiate between real and imagined experiences, which means that when you vividly visualize yourself achieving financial success, your mind begins to accept it as reality. This is why elite athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and top performers use visualization techniques to enhance their abilities. To apply this to wealth, set aside a few minutes each day to close your eyes and imagine yourself living your ideal financial life. See yourself checking your bank account and seeing large numbers. Picture yourself making smart investments, running a successful business, or buying your dream home. The key is to engage your emotions. Feel the excitement, confidence, and gratitude as if it is already happening. In addition to visualization, affirmations reinforce new financial programming. However, to make affirmations truly effective, they need to be personal, present tense, and emotionally charged. Instead of passively repeating phrases, say them with conviction. For example, instead of saying, "I will be wealthy," say, "I am a magnet for wealth and financial success." Speak them out loud with confidence every morning and evening. The more you repeat them with belief, the more your subconscious mind will accept them as truth. Another essential part of reprogramming your brain is aligning your actions with your new financial identity. Your mind and body must work together to create real change. If you keep telling yourself that you are financially abundant but continue to make impulsive financial decisions, your subconscious will not fully adopt the new belief. To reinforce your new money mindset, take small but consistent financial actions that align with your goals. This could include tracking your income and expenses, saving a small percentage of your earnings, investing in financial education, or setting clear wealth-building goals. A highly effective strategy is habit stacking, where you integrate new financial habits into your existing routine. For example, if you already have a morning coffee habit, use that time to listen to a wealth-building podcast. If you journal at night, add a section where you write down 3 financial wins for the day, no matter how small. By attaching new habits to existing ones, you make them easier to maintain. Your environment also plays a significant role in reinforcing wealth consciousness. Surround yourself with people, books, and media that support financial growth. If your social circle constantly complains about money, reinforces scarcity thinking, or discourages wealth-building activities, it will be harder for you to maintain an abundance mindset. Instead, seek out successful individuals, join wealth-focused communities, and immerse yourself in financial education. The more you expose your mind to abundance-based thinking, the stronger your financial programming becomes. To ensure long-term success, create a daily financial success ritual that includes all the key elements of brain reprogramming. A simple yet powerful daily routine might include morning affirmations and gratitude statements to start the day with a wealth mindset. A 5-minute visualization session where you see yourself achieving financial success. Reviewing and tracking your financial progress to stay focused on your goals. Taking at least one wealth-building action daily, such as learning about investing, expanding a skill, or identifying financial opportunities. One of the most effective ways to reprogram your mind is through consistency and repetition. The more often you expose your brain to positive financial messages, visualization, and wealth-building actions, the stronger those neural connections become. Over time, what once felt unnatural, such as saving, investing, or seeing yourself as financially successful, becomes second nature. Finally, understand that reprogramming your brain for wealth is an ongoing process. There is no finish line. It is a continuous evolution of your mindset and habits. The wealthiest individuals in the world did not stop learning or improving once they reached financial success. They continue to expand their knowledge, refine their strategies, and push their financial limits. You must do the same. Starting today, commit to rewiring your brain for financial abundance. Challenge your old beliefs, immerse yourself in wealth-building habits, visualize success daily, and take consistent action. As you reinforce these patterns, your brain will transform, and your financial reality will shift to match your new mindset. Wealth is not just about external circumstances, it is a reflection of your internal programming. Change your mind, and you will change your financial future. Your financial reality is a direct reflection of the thoughts, beliefs, and habits you have programmed into your mind. If you have struggled with money, felt stuck in financial limitations, or doubted your ability to build wealth, it is not because you are incapable, It is because your brain has been conditioned to see scarcity instead of abundance. But now you know the truth. Wealth is not just about how much money you make, but about how you think, act, and perceive financial opportunities. By going through this process, you have learned that financial success starts with breaking free from limiting beliefs, training your brain to recognize money-making opportunities, and surrounding yourself with an environment that supports wealth. You now understand the importance of affirmations, visualization, and daily financial habits that reinforce an abundance mindset. You have also discovered the thought patterns of high-income earners and the importance of aligning your actions with the financial future you want to create. The key takeaway is this: your brain is constantly being programmed, whether you are aware of it or not. If you do not take control of that process, external influences such as societal conditioning, negative financial conversations, and limiting beliefs will shape your financial reality for you. But when you become intentional about reprogramming your mind for wealth, you put yourself in control of your financial destiny. Now the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you continue following the same patterns that have kept you financially stuck, or will you take action and commit to a new way of thinking and living? The choice is yours. Rewiring your brain for financial success does not happen overnight, but with consistency, awareness, and action, you will begin to see real changes. Start by applying what you have learned. Speak abundance into your life every day. Visualize your financial success with clarity. Surround yourself with positive financial influences. Take action toward your goals, no matter how small. The more you reinforce these habits, the more natural they will become. Your financial future is in your hands. Change your mind, change your habits, and you will change your financial destiny. Start today. Reprogram your brain for wealth, and soon you will find that money, success, and opportunities flow to you in ways you never imagined.